Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah, it was time for a reset. Funny thing is, people have been telling me it's a good look. So, cool. Hey, so on my way back from work. So I wanted to do this video to make shit more real. And everything that you need as far as info goes is in the description. So go to the description, you'll get the full definition of in full life. And don't just take my words for it, right? Verify what I'm saying. Go look it up for yourself in Black's Law or Bouvier's or any other legal law dictionary you can get your hands on. Also, if you wish to get yourself a copy of the book, I would encourage you to do so. That link is also in the description. The reason why it is crucial for everyone to get the book is because I will be starting full curriculum courses with that book. That book is not just declaring your nationality and correcting your identity issues, but it's also a course curriculum. That's how I structured it, and it's based on my life experiences. So I'm literally the living embodiment of my book. All right, that's also in the description, as well as if you want to make a donation just to show love and appreciation. The link to the PayPal and the Cash App is also in the description. And thank you in advance. So let's get into it. In full life. Defined as having both physical and civil existence. That is neither actually dead nor civiliter mortuus. What the hell does that mean? For me, right? That's the question I ask myself. What does that mean for me in full life? So, me driving back home is going to be a perfect teaching tool. Okay? Now, when people go and register their cars using a social security number, remember now, we're talking about persons. We're not talking about people. These are all, I'm going to slow down. Follow me, y'all. These are all entities. And if you haven't caught my last live that I did, please do so, because that will catch you right up into this live now. And for those who were present at the last live, you already know what I'm talking about. I'm just making it more crystal clear in my actual life, right? In your actual life. So when people go and register their vehicle or their automobile, and they're using a social security number, right? They're unaware that they're utilizing a person. They think that person is them. They're not realizing that there's a separation between the people and the person, right? All people are in possession or ownership of a person. That person is called their estate. Another modern word for person would be a business, a company, LLC, an ecclesiastical body, which would be something like a church or a mosque or a synagogue, right? A school, you know what I'm saying? All these things are entities. These are all persons. The gas station, right, is a person. All these restaurants, okay? Chipotle, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, the fire department, right? These are all persons. They all have an EIN number attached to whatever name, right? Whatever the name of that person is. So, The difference between an EIN and a social security number is, you have to remember, the social security number is going to lay out a description of the person. For example, 9 times out of 10 when people get pulled over, right, and the car is registered to their social, and they have something on their record, and the shit get pulled up, then all of a sudden, this person has a description, like black male, white male, black female, white female, tall, dark, 6 foot, da-da-da. All of a sudden now, this person that only exists on paper has a description. This is where we need to get clear on. This is where the presumption or the assumption of colorable law kicks in. If you're assuming, that means that when they pull up your social security number, they're always going to take your essence and attach it to that person. No different than no different than how they did for the birth certificate. Right? If you were never born, that birth certificate doesn't exist. So they literally had to take your essence and make a copy, a duplicate, right? They cloned you in a sense. Okay? So we all got clones of ourselves running around here. The difference between those who are of the age of majority and minority is, 1, the ones of majority are aware that they have a clone, and 2, they are in possession and in control of their clone. Okay? So when you register your vehicle to a person, but rather than using a social security number for that person, you use a private person, a person that you established or you created. Whether that be your trust, whether that be your ecclesiastical body politic, whether that be your, and remember, for me in my realm, that would be a Moorish ecclesiastical body politic, that would be a Moorish business, that would be whatever, Moorish nonprofit, Moorish LLC, for whatever purpose it may be. Based upon how I organized and structured it, I'm going to have an EIN number for that entity. Now, when I utilize an EIN to register my vehicle, and I register it to a person, not the person with the social security number, but a person with a private EIN number. The difference now is when cops get behind this car and they scan plates, there's no physical description of a people. It's just a person. Did that make sense? It's not a description of a physical people, right? So when they scan the plates, nothing about my private life pops up. I'm one of the people. I'm not in the person game. There's a separation. Okay? So when they scan these plates, there's nothing that physically links back to my private person. So therefore, there can be no assumptions made. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not utilizing a social security number. Why? Because when I'm on these roadways, no offense, y'all, I love y'all as my people. We coexist and live with each other. But I don't want to socialize my private shit with y'all. Is that fair? I would like to keep my private shit private. Only reason why you know what you know about how I'm moving is because I'm choosing to share that with you guys publicly. So you can move properly, because I actually give a fuck about how you're moving, how it's affecting your children. You see what I'm saying? And how it's going to help progress you and your family, not break up and separate and split apart your family, right? That's the difference between a more like me. That's why I don't care about showing my shit, because 1, I don't have nothing to hide, because everything I did is lawful and legal. My intention is right and exact. So that's that. Just let it be. Okay? So the difference between you being able to travel on these roadways underneath your lawful constitutional protections and not being hindered in your travels is to stop socializing your private shit when you're on these roadways. How am I socializing my private shit when I'm on the roadways, Brother Cool? You're socializing your shit by utilizing your social security number to register your private vehicles. Don't get me wrong. The social security number has its place. And that is for when you need to go out into this public realm, right? And get yourself a job. Not to be there till you're fucking 65 and 70 and ready to retire. No. That is not the plan. The plan is you have a mission. So, I need to get some funds so I can materialize and manifest this shit. So what can I do? Right now, I don't have my own business. So that's fair. We all got to start somewhere. It's all right if you don't have your own business. Start working towards that. You want to start working towards working for yourself, not working for someone else. Or if you are working for someone else, at least you're working for yourself. That's what I'm doing. I work, right, in the public realm, but then I also have my private business. And when I get to the point where I can relinquish or I no longer need that public form of assistance, then I'm gonna rock out. But you gotta have a game plan. It's not like we was born into shit being proper. Shit was flipped upside down and spit, you know what I'm saying, reversed. So, game plan. It ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be work, but you gotta have a game plan. So that's why they have these JOBs out here. Get yourself a JOB, have a game plan. All right, bet. I'm gonna be on this JOB. I'm gonna bust my ass out for about 6 months or to a year, stack these bread so I can start funding these business ventures that I have in my mind, right? To be more industrious. Then get that shit rocking and rolling. Hey, y'all. This is my 2 weeks. Hey, what's going on? Hey. I already had a plan. I was never intending to stay here. This ain't my dream. This is only a stepping stone. That's the mentality you're supposed to have with these jobs, y'all. You're not supposed to be stuck here manifesting someone else's dream. Not unless it's something dealing with your own private community. Is that affecting your own private community? No. Okay? That's why you got to keep the private and the public. Even when I work, I have my trust. I went to the bank. I opened up a business account. So when I work and I'm getting so-called paid at the end of the week, the funds doesn't come to Ku'un Ani Alamare Su'el. It goes straight to my trust, direct deposit. Quunel Breeze. Do you see how I'm moving? I've been moving like this for like 2-3 years now. So I got it pretty good. I got it down packed pretty good. No cap. It ain't just me. I got my other tribal members who got it down packed pretty good. And they're working on getting themselves so they can get it down packed pretty good. Okay? It's a process. But know what? But no one is sharing with y'all how people really moving. So I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. Y'all seen videos when y'all see me on the bus, right? I was on the earlier this year and a little bit before last year. I was on the bus, y'all. I wasn't in a car. How did I get the car? I have my own private business, but it's not working in a way where I can just support my full life and everything in it from that one source yet. So I have my job. So guess what? While I'm working my job, I'm taking the bus. I have a plan. Plan is, when I get paid, put so-and-so to the side, go around, start looking for a car. I saved, found a car, worked out a contract, negotiated a contract with the owner where he allowed me to pay it off week by week till it was fully paid off. How are you moving out here, yo? How are you moving out here? Got the vehicle. Got the bill of sale. Once he filled it out, was I the buyer on the bill of sale? No, I was not the buyer. Was Ku'un Ani Alamare Su'el the buyer on the bill of sale? Nah. You know who was the buyer on the bill of sale? Sunel Shi Almaru Republic. That is the name of my state. Because we're all supposed to have our own indigenous communities that we're still attached and affiliated to. And if you don't got one that you can attach and get affiliated with, then you start your own shit. That's birthright. You have that right by blood. Oops. I guess you wasn't supposed to know that. You have rights by blood. If you know who you are, you convicted and you can stand on your square. If at any moment in time you are tested, then you are well within your common law right, your constitutional right, your treaty protected rights to formulate and start your own goddamn structure, infrastructure, country, state, consul, mission, embassy, whatever the hell you want to call it. It will have authority through you and you alone. According to how it's structured. If you have members, then it will be structured according to you and according to your authority and the authority of those members. It's that simple. It's that simple, y'all. It's not complicated at all. And people are constantly trying to make it complicated. But I'm here to wash all that bullshit away and keep it real simple. I'm a real dude living a real life as a Moor. This shit should be a reality TV show because no one's really doing that. You get little picks and pockets of ideas of how Moors operate, but y'all don't really have no idea. The way this shit is being displayed is like we're supposed to be living like we're in some type of la-la land, where we just snap our fingers and niggas just come get, what would you like, massa? Nah, bro, we work for everything we had. That's why there's something different about us as people. We work for our shit. And we preserve our shit. What's wrong with working for your shit? I know some people be like, oh, I'm tired of working. I've been working all my life. I just want it to be easy for once. Well, you know what? If it ain't working out for you in this lifetime, then that ain't what the fuck you came down here for. Sorry. That ain't what you came down here for. And you gotta make, there's a part of you that gotta make peace with that. That don't mean you don't strive and give your best. You strive and give your best. The point is, after you have strived and given your motherfucking best, live with the results. Live with the results. Live with them. And be good in yourself, knowing that you gave your best. What more can you give other than your best? Ain't that what we ask everyone? Give your best. Whatever the hell that is, give it. Whatever your best is, give it. It's something. So, most of these, and I'm not going to say that majority of people aren't on game. A lot of these cars here on the roadways, I'm not even going to assume that they're all registered, that people registered them with social security numbers. Because then again, there's also commercial vehicles out here on these roadways, right? There's commercial, there's moving, there's U-Haul trucks out here. It's hard for you to see because the camera's facing me, but there's a Coleman oil tanker, a truck trailer on the road. How do you think those vehicles will register? You think somebody used the social security number to register those commercial vehicles? No, they're registered to a private company. They're registered to a private company. And that company, right, has bylaws. That company will also have articles of organization. The company will also have an owner or owners, right? Because there may be a partnership, maybe more than one people involved, right? But do you see how people are functioning through a person? if I go and start a business, and then everything I do in my life is through that business, kind of like how I'm living right now, but it's not actually a business, but I'm saying that so you can understand. Quunel Shiamaru Republic is an ecclesiastical Moorish society, legally. That's what Quunel Shiamaru Republic is. Legally, it is an ecclesiastical Moorish society. Period. Okay? So, everything is operating through a business, right? With an EIN number. Everything is private. There's nothing social. I'm not out here socializing. I've learned through my years growing up that the more you socialize, the more liable you are to get fucked up. Because you see, I don't know every car on this road. I don't know every car on this road. They are not all friends and family to me. I don't know what type of shit they're into. I don't know what they're doing right now. As fucked up as it may sound, there's a car right now on this roadway that's trafficking children. Right now. Right now. Right? So what I'm saying is, I don't know, you don't know what you're getting into when you get onto these roadways. Did y'all forget about the Matrix? Y'all forgot, huh? Y'all forgot. Remember in Matrix Reloaded? Remember Maker? And then after they escaped, right? Trinity was driving. Neo got sent to the fucking Appalachian Mountains. Nigga went photo niggas in Appalachian Mountains, whatever. They got to go Superman mode, right, to get back. In that time, though, it was the Keymaker, Morpheus, and Trinity. When they broke into the car and they started the car, remember, Morpheus told Trinity, remember what I told you about the freeway? Right? What did she say? Yeah. He said, and I'm paraphrasing, but essentially, ignore that shit today. Because today, we got to get on the freeway. So, do y'all remember how dangerous as fuck it was on the highway? So many agents. So much shit to deal with on the highway. Stop socializing on the goddamn highways and these byways. You don't know all these vehicles. I'm going to tell you why you don't know all these vehicles. Because if these vehicles ain't registered underneath Quunel Shiamaru Republic, then it is foreign to me. Right? It stands outside my gate, not within my gate. Stop socializing. Everyone who uses a social security number, you put yourself underneath the same box when you register your vehicle, which you're saying that, hey, you see this car right here? You see this automobile? I'm socializing with it. I'm out here to be social. This vehicle's social. We social. You know what happens when you social? You also have a social relationship with the towing companies that have a subcontract with the state of Washington or the state of whatever state you're dealing with. You also have to socialize with the police departments, municipalities, because they too are subcontract. The pattern? Do you see the pattern? This is what I mean when I say I wish someone would have explained this shit to me kind of like how I'm explaining it now. Because it's basic, it's simple, and it's in real life. It applies to real life. Real life. Real life. This is real life. Okay? Real life. There's a way to move, y'all. And no one's been showing us how we're supposed to be moving. So, Brother Coop, so you telling me there's nothing you're dealing with right now where you're utilizing your social as far as interchanging and doing your commerce? That's exactly what I'm saying. I am not. Everything is operating through my trust, meaning I'm using an EIN for everything. When I go to work, I get paid. I get paid through my entity. I get paid through my trust. Or I should say my trust gets paid. Why? Because at the same time that I'm the grant, right, I'm also the beneficiary. So when I go to work, right, when I go to work, I'm in my proper person. But when I go to work and I go into the public realm, I'm putting on the hat. I'm putting on breeze. That is my person. You understand? So on paper, at the end of the week, when everything is tallied up or whatever, everything is being communicated through my job and Quunel breeze. It's not my job and Kun Ani Alamari Suel. No, it's my job and Quunel breeze. And that's how it's supposed to be. It's never supposed to be person to people. It's supposed to be person to person. And outside, or I should say behind those persons that are communicating, they're people that are doing the puppet shit, right? Like Geppetto and Pinocchio. Nigga, we the puppet master, but they got us being the puppets. We supposed to have our person on a string. Doing commerce, yep, bank account, let me go purchase some land, yep, do my person. Who's making the purchase? Quunel breeze. On behalf of Ku'unani Alamari Suel. You see how the shit works? Yes, chess moves. Right and exact. Chess moves. It's not checkers. Checkers is they want everyone to socialize. Social. Use your social for everything. Social in justice. Social this. Social that. No offense, but fuck all that social shit. Because to be honest, if you're not in my same realm of identity, culture, and nationality, we can't really share much on the social side. Social injustice? How, my nigga? You're not experiencing the same shit I'm experiencing. You're not being damaged or injured in the form and fashion that I or my people are being damaged or injured. So how could that be social? That's not social. You know what they will call that? That shit, you wouldn't go to court and file a social lawsuit. Nah, you know what you go file? A class suit. Class. Why? Because everyone in that class is sharing the same way and form of life. That's why they call it a class action suit. Class action suit, not a social suit. So when you out here, other than the other vehicles that are registered underneath your trust as well, being entitled to the same protections, then no, we're not of the same class when we out here. So stop socializing. Yeah, we really need to know how to be private. Even when we out here in the public, we still can be private. It's possible. How to move. No one speaks upon how to move. And this is the problem. So you got a lot of people making assumptions on shit they don't really know about. But let Brother Koo share some of his life experiences with you, you know what I'm saying? Let me do that. It's funny, because I heard I heard through the grapevine, through more telling me that somebody from the so conscious community was asked is more in the sense census particular people said no, it's not. And I'm like, yo, how the fuck you gonna sit there and fucking lie? Like, nigga, did you do the census? When the last time you did the census? And no, I ain't gonna throw no names out there because I don't want none of that bullshit. But I just have to stay for the record. Just so I put that shit out there in the ethers, nigga. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Did you sit outside with a census lady named Tiffany? for a fucking hour? To have the audacity to stand there on fucking on live or in a public fucking vicinity, and to have the fucking gall to lie like that in front of people. That shit fucking grind my gears, goddammit. Listen. Stop allowing people to give qualifications to shit they not qualified for. I told y'all need to start checking niggas. If a man can't answer your question, hey bro, can I see some form of identification? Just so I can verify that you are who you say you are. If a nigga start being like, what you mean? What you mean? Nigga, I need to know if the name you telling me matches the name that's on that motherfucking identification card, nigga. I need to know if the government that we dealing with right now know that you are who you say you are. Period. That shouldn't be no fight. If it's a fight or discord, shit, keep it moving that way. But it's time to start checking. People, start checking. I'm going by appearance, man. One day I could look all fat and shit like that. Today I look like any other fucking no offense. I look like any other nigga out here today. I look like any other nigga out here today, y'all. Come on now. Tell me if I'm lying. Yeah, if I go out here fezzed up and shit like that, yeah, you can make a distinct difference, nigga. But I don't do that when I go to work. I'm not doing all that when I go to work. I can't work with no fez on my head. Not the type of job I fucking do. I ain't finna sweat out my fez. I ain't about to do that. So this is what I'm saying. We don't look like the high priest of Anu every motherfucking day. So what I'm saying is, when you really got your shit right, it don't matter how you come out the house. Looking. It don't matter about the cosmetics. Irrelevant. It's about here and how you're actually moving. That's what stands in law. Okay? Other than that, on a regular day, we do blend in. We do all look alike. Own that shit. We all look alike because we all fucking family. We all come from the same fucking DNA classifications and groups. It is what it is. Ain't no fighting that. Y'all my motherfucking family. Even if we don't get along, even if we had fucking wars and beefs in the past, nigga, about lands and maybe horses and shit, and maybe daughters and slaves and all that type of stuff, we still family though. We still family though. It's just that you be over here, I be over there. That's cool. Still family though. Still family though. Keep that shit a buck. Alright, and that's the facts of the matter. So when we out here, like, we need to stop with that shit. Get your license, go register your vehicle to your trust, so you can stop socializing out here in these streets, because these streets ain't out here to be socialized. You're supposed to be out here in these streets saving souls. But you can't save no soul if you haven't saved yourself. And that's the shit I be talking about. Stop going to people and asking them to qualify shit they ain't qualified for. Like, nigga, I'm asking you to give me a remedy to save me, but nigga, have you saved yourself yet? How you living? Like, what the fuck? Nigga, I am never going to somebody to save me. That's like me being on fire, and then I go to someone else who's on fire and ask them to teach me how to put the fire out. Nigga, they on fire like how I'm on fire. How they gonna teach me anything? If they could teach me how to if they could teach me how to recover from that or to not be on fire, then they should not be on fire. So stop trying to go out here and save souls, and you ain't even saving your goddamn self first. What's wrong with you? And I say that with all the love. That's not even no malice or nothing, but that's like, yo, check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. You there? Are you there? Yeah, exactly, brother Irvin Alexander. Yes, due to knowledge, whenever one correct the status properly, When you receive any wages or tips, the key is to limit your liabilities and to have more activity with assets. So what does that mean? That means don't just have your notes just sitting in there, just sitting in a bank account. Take those notes and transfer them into real money. Real money is assets. For example, I took my notes and converted it into real money. This vehicle is real money. It's real. It depreciates in value, right? But it's real money. A house is also real money. It increases in value. Assets. Assets. Let me go back on these things. Good one, though. Yep, stay away from all adhesive contracts. Meaning contracts that will jumble you into some other shit. That means read the fine print. Okay? Adhesions. Contracts that come with limitations. You don't want no limitations on contracts, so you must read your contracts. You must read your contracts. You must read your contracts, people. Reading is fundamental. Reading is fundamental. 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 Reading is fundamental. Fundamental. I'm debating. You know, I'm debating. Yep, I'm gonna go get me an Emerald City smoothie. Thought about it. I'm thirsty. I want a smoothie. Let's go get a smoothie. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Pardonnez-moi. Pardonnez-moi. Merci, merci. Alright. Ooh, was about to settle in, but then it's just like, hey man, smoothie, because that'd be a normal part of my day after I get out of work. I work for a moving company, by the way. So what do? You know, people who have to like move from one place to another, sometimes they're unable to do the shit by themselves because they have so much shit. So they'll call a moving company, and then that moving company will come with a crew, and that crew will come and pack your shit and wrap your shit and then grab your shit, load it into the truck, move your shit, unload your shit, and voila, now you're moved into someplace else. Congratulations. Enjoy the new place. Thank you. Get your hours in. Depending upon how you work, get a good tip and go about your life. So yeah, I know all about brother Irvin when he was talking about tips and all that type of stuff. Tips and wages. You just gotta know how to move, man, in this society. No one's teaching us how. This is how the Jewish community moves. This is how this is how the Ethiopian community moves. Okay. Catholic community, Irish community, Italian community, like everyone's moving like this. Okay? They understand the principle of how to utilize a person and not be confused as being a person. They make sure they hold tight to their mama and their daddy. Unlike us out here, we out here like, oh nigga, I'm so good. I'm too good, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just made like that. I'm just made like that. Mama no daddy, nigga. I just came like that. But then it's like, if you ain't got no mama no daddy, what rights do you have to own? What authority do you have to be a puppet master with your estate, with your persons, with your businesses? What authority do you have? The IRS can come press your ass anytime they feel like it. Audit you, tell you they owe them some shit. When at the end of the day, how you owe them when they right? When the people are the ones going to work, and then they're tapping into what the people are already making, that have already paid for 10 times over. So how the fuck do you owe the IRS? Only way you owe the IRS is if you in a subservient status. Nowhere in the world the people are subservient to the IRS. Remember from the last live. Remember what the passport book says. And that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Don't you forget it. It's all about the people around these parts here. You know what I'm saying? This is why the United States of America is lit. This is why this country is lit. This is why this country is lit. This is why people want to come over here seeking opportunity. Because over here is not about... There's some fucked up shit going on. Don't get me wrong. But it's not like how the shit is in other countries. Niggas is literally living under tyranny. Literally. No choice. At all. Okay? So when they come over here, compared to where the fuck they came from, it's paradise. It's paradise. Why? Because they're coming into a government that is all about the people. Why? Because it was made of the people. By the people. Who made this government? People. Who is this government of? The people. Who is this government for? The people. People, people, people. You know, in my thought process, I will call that a trinity. Of the people, by the people, for the people. Of the people, by the people, for the people. Trinity. When you come around here, it's all about the people. Make sure in your private communications, dealing with the public government, make sure you are identified as one of the people, because it has grave consequences. And then once you remember that you're one of the people, and not just that you established this government, but that you established many governments before that, kingdoms and all that type of shit, right? Before they were countries and states, they were kingdoms and empires. Well-known information, all right? Nothing new under the sun. So, this is why I say the United States of America is the modern day portion of the Moorish Empire. Why do I say that? One, because of the letter that George Washington wrote to the Sultan of Morocco from New York. Okay, that's one receipt. And then, second receipt is that the soil from Florida is very, very similar to the soil in Morocco. I don't know if anybody ever beat that. I have to do the research on that part. Should do the research on that part. Okay. So, who's getting hot, player? Getting hot. I should get some pizza too. We'll see. So yeah, man, once you have your shit straight, then you can live a regular life, man. We got children and shit. You see, I got baby seats in the back. So you think I'm stressed out when I'm traveling with my babies? No, I'm straight. Unless I'm actually doing some bugged out, wild out shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be interrupted in my travels. Nor myself or my loved ones in unnecessary situations. Especially if I haven't saved myself yet. And I'm talking about, I want to go do this, I don't have to do none of this shit. It's like, yo, every empire that fell, a new one rose from the ashes, correct? So what do you think happened when the Moorish Empire, as it was, which it will never be like that again. I just want y'all to know that, y'all. After every empire that fell, shit was never the same as when that empire stood. Time moves on. Period. So it's the same shit. Y'all fighting some shit where it's like, yo, y'all trying to go back to the empire Like it's the damn 1700s, 1600s, 1500s. And it's like, yo, that time is done. It's time to move forward. That's what makes you an alchemist or a magician. How can you reinvent yourself and still be able to live in alignment, no matter what age or time you are in? So you telling me because you in 2001, 2021, quote unquote, you're unable to shift as a magi and take those ancient principles and reinvent yourself and apply them shits here to these modern day and times and still be a bad motherfucker? I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that. It don't matter what time period it is. This information can be applied. You need to learn how to adjust and how to work with it. We're not working with it. We trying to work against it. We trying to knock some shit down that's been standing almost 300 years. But granted, they were standing while we was down. So like I said, the empire is not going to be how it was again. So the research and the history that we do when we are researching our ancient history, keep that shit in mind. We're doing the research to remind ourselves of the potential that we possess and that we could actually do that shit. That's what that's for. That's for reaffirmation, for self. That's why you study. You study so you can give yourself confidence in the shit that you're studying and what you know, and have so much confidence that you could live your life according to such. That's it. But when we go studying this history and then now we trying to replay the shit that we read into 2021, the shit ain't gonna work out on me. The shit ain't gonna work out. I'm sorry. Shit ain't gonna work out. We have woken up into a subservient position. We have to climb our way out. It does nothing to have little pockets of Moors here and there who are outside of that. They don't really do much. We try and get the squad. We try and get the squad up. We try and get the whole squad that's still bumping their heads around inside that little fucking pinball machine, like a pinball, just do. I'm trying to get to you, because you just in a whirlwind. You know what I'm saying? And you don't need to put yourself through that. That's all I'm saying. You don't need to put yourself through that. Everything you sign turns into a bill of exchange, right and exact. But only if you are in your proper person as one of the people. Not if you're a minor. But yes, right and exact. Right and exact. Let me go in here and get this movie. They're going to take a step inside with me now. City. I think I'm going to give me some pizza. Oh. Give me some pizza.
Closed it. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I made it too late. Well. Oh, man. Kind of sad. Trying to think. Guess I could just go home and make a smoothie. Grr.
Wanted the island breeze. I kind of feel that way. Whatever. Funny thing is, I don't really come out here this late. Normally, I don't really get a chance to, because I'm still at work. So now I know. Around 7, This is not the spot. Everything shut down. This is my spot to get my smoothies, babe. Love my Emerald City smoothies. It's kind of sad, but I enjoy getting my smoothies from there than making my own smoothies. It's kind of sad, but I will make my own smoothies, and don't get it twisted, y'all. I will make that a banging ass smoothie. Nectar juice bar? No, I have not, but I have seen it. I'm not too certain it. You know what? Hey, somebody do a look for me real quick. What time does Nectar juice bar close? So right now for me it's 7:20 Pacific Standard Time. If they're open, I'll give it a shot, but other than that, I'm about to just go into the spot, make a smoothie. Throw some sea moss gel in there. How do you properly use your 9/8 for a job? How do you properly use your 9/8 for a job? If you're going to be doing a job as a private contractor, for example, if you work for a movie company and you have your own trucks, okay, that you're providing as a service, as well as working there, then you are a private contractor, right? Which means you have an agreement between you and the company, not as an employee. So if you're dealing with that, you would not use a W-9 form, okay, which is for U.S. persons. If you're going to use your 9/8 form, and I'm speaking from experience, for say about a year and a half as a private contractor, I am an audio visual technician, right? I'm an AV tech, so I've worked for a year and a half in downtown Seattle at the convention center doing that type of work, but as a private contractor, where I was getting paid through my trust, no taxes, correct? Nothing to file at the end of the year, but you do not use a W-9 form for that. What you're supposed to use is a W-8 bed form. However, no public venue is ever going to have a 9/8 form on deck for you to fill out. You have to bring your own damn 9/8 form, or however way you're communicating. If that's through email, then you gotta have your own 9/8 form, fill your own shit out, and fax your own shit over to them, which is what I did. And then, the lady who I was dealing with on the emails, she kept trying to say that she's not familiar with this form, which is not my problem, right? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. So, but she was telling me or trying to coerce me into Nectar's closed. It's cool. Yeah, I'll go home and make my smoothie. I hit it up tomorrow based on how early I get out. Yeah, but damn, get back to the story at hand. I'm trying to go back to what I was just saying. Crud. Forgot the point I was getting to. Oh yeah, the 9/8 number. Yeah, so the lady was giving me a hard time on the emails, but I kept going back and forth, explaining to her that I'm not required to fill out a W-9 form. I have to fill out this form according to my instructions from the IRS. That's how I communicated with her. And then, she tried to fill this out. No, I don't need to. This is what I'm required to use. About like a few back and forths. You know what I'm saying? She sends me the email, had some of my higher ups, the people above my head, look this over. Yes, we can accept this, you can start on this date. So, yes, okay? W-8 Ben form is what you utilize to use your tax benefits. Next question. I hope that was a thorough enough answer. Peace. Hey, once again, if y'all feel that it's worth, that my time and energy is worth it, please feel free to make a donation, Cash App or the PayPal. The links are in the description for the PayPal and the Cash App. So show your boys some support. Yeah, I mean, show your boys some support. Show your boys some support. It all helps. So, any more questions? Because that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. And just to make it more real for y'all. Okay? Remember, this is a certificate. What is the issuing document that gives this here authority? Someone try to answer that question. What is the document that gives this here authority? Nope, not the signature. I see where you're going with that though. Nope, not the treaty. Too far back. Too far back. Don't go forward, don't go too far back. Keep it right here. Keep it right here. What is the issuing document that authorizes this here? Nope. I'm gonna give y'all about 5 more tries, then I'm gonna answer. Nope, not the birth certificate. All right, now we're starting to get warm. Trust, correct. Now, in specific, what from the trust gives this document here authority? It's dealing with the trust, but what is the specific document of origin that authorizes this document in the public realm? Nope, not the social security number. Remember, that's the social number. There's nothing authoritative about the social security number. It puts you in a subservient position. Nope. All right. The article. Yeah, somebody came right on time. Aborigine. Excuse me. I don't know why I had a tongue twister. Aborigine. Yes, sir. The bylaws. Another word for that would be articles of organization or your declaration of trust. In order for this vehicle to register to Sunoshi Amaru Republic, we had to come with the articles of organization for Sunoshi Amaru Republic, expressing in the context of that day, me going in to register it, that I am a member of this organization, which my name is on the legal document. Okay? And then once the articles of organization was reviewed and looked at, she looked at the name of the organization so she can make sure that she registers the vehicle to the proper name. Okay? Keep it straight, homie. That's how you deal with that. Appreciate you, bro. Okay? That's how registration works. So don't be listening to these moans and like, oh, registration shows that you are not. And it says it too on the registration. Look. See that? I did this video years ago. You see that? This document is not proof of legal ownership. Articles of organization are. Does that make sense? This is what I'm saying. in full life? Are you in full life? Are you aware of what's going on? Are you aware? Of course we know this shit ain't real. This does not show proof of ownership. So you actually think that if this document does not show proof of ownership, and then you go use a social security number that's for the public, and you're not even one of the people, you think that shows proof of ownership? Did you see how I just analyzed and qualified, right? Didn't we just solve the problem on Chaplin? We're rolling around here with registration certificates with no actual proof of legal ownership. Because this ain't it. This ain't the proof of legal ownership. And that ain't me saying that. And that ain't me saying that. Let me see here. Hey, yes sir. Appreciate you. Morris Prince C7. Thank you for the support. My man just purchased the book. Appreciate you for the donation. I know that book will serve you well, and I know you'll be in line for curriculum. Yes, hit me up. Hit me up if you need help with certain things. I do certain things. Registration with the Secretary of State, or putting your entities on proper process and protocol so you can start doing commerce with them in a lawful and legal way. Yes, hit me up. SUUNELUNIVERSITY@gmail.com. Once again, appreciate everyone. All donations can be made at Cashapp, $QUUNEL, or you can donate to the PayPal. PayPal.me/Quunel University. So brother just asked how to close a warrant case. You're not gonna like my answer, because I too had a warrant, and there was only one way to close it, my brother. There was only one way to close it. I had to go in. Straight up. Went in like, yo, what up? I heard y'all looking for me. What we trying to do here? How do I get this resolved? What's up? Because I don't need nobody popping up on me talking about, boop, boop, hey, there's a warrant out for you. Fuck you mean there's a warrant out for me? So, went down there, resolved it. And I did everything. You know what's funny? I took the opportunity to do everything unorthodox. I did everything that most people said not to do. What do you mean, Brother Cool? What do you mean by that? Well, I took my ass down there to the court, and I ain't gonna lie, I kind of had a lot on my plate. I didn't really feel like dealing with all attorney shit paperwork. So I did a little screening thing over the phone, and I got myself a public defender for the free. Didn't speak to that public defender. Now, listen, I didn't speak to that motherfucking public defender till after the case was dismissed. And this was for driving while license suspended in the 3rd degree. This was in my more knuckleheaded years. When I keep talking about that 4 or 5 year span where I was fuck the state. Been there, did that. Okay? So I had to deal with that. I had to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So I straight up. Because I was trying to get my license and everything corrected, because I had a couple of cases open in like 2 different fucking counties. So like real shit. I had to go in as a man and handle that. Funny thing is, I don't know why, but there's a level of respect that comes with that. And for some reason, everybody wanted to get me the fuck up out of there. And like I said, never spoke to the attorney till the day for the case. It was at 9 a.m. It was on Zoom. I was supposed to do the shit on Zoom, and I'm trying to get on Zoom for 9, and I don't see the link. So I'm starting to get a little nervous, like, yo, listen, I don't want them to do no bullshit like, hey, you know what I'm saying, failure to show. Because I'm trying to get on the link and the link is fucking bugging out. So I called the court as soon as our clerk picked up, I'm like, hey, so I've been trying for like the past 5 minutes to get on this link for this hearing at 9. I'm not getting through. So I just don't want any assumptions made that I didn't show. You know what I'm saying? So I gave her the case number. She looked it up. She was like, oh, so your case has been canceled. That's what she said. So I was confused, like, canceled? When did it get canceled? Oh, it got canceled today. And then she was like, haven't you spoken to your public defender? And I was like, oh shit, I done forgot I had a public defender. Can I get her number, please? Give her a call. She picks up. Hey, hello. Hey, so you was representing me. I'm Quunel. You was representing me for this case here at 9 a.m. And I called the court and they said that it was canceled. And this is what the public defender told me. Yeah, I had it dismissed. It was stupid. I had it dismissed. She sounded just like that on the phone too. I had it dismissed. It was stupid. I just called the other prosecuting attorney and I told him it was stupid and we just had it dismissed. When? Then I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, it's crazy because that did not feel like I was under jurisdiction. But on a lighter note, deal with your shit head on. You got to do it, man. You don't think I was nervous? Like, yo, I don't know what the fuck gonna happen when I go down here. Are they gonna lock me up? But I have to mentally be ready to deal with anything. The only thing I know is that I have children in the world, you know what I'm saying, who see me. And I never want them to see their father, okay, being fucking taken against his will, put on cuffs, with cuffs put on me and shit like that, being rolled in the back of a fucking police car. I absolutely refuse to allow my babies to see me like that. I fucking refuse. So that's my conviction on that. So yeah, I was nervous, I was scared, but nigga, not more scared than my baby seeing me getting taken away. Them yelling at the time, Daddy, they're taking Daddy. I don't know. Oh, no. I don't need to put them through that type of trauma. That's fucking trauma you put on children. Do you understand? For a child to see their hero, their everything, their protector, provider, to see them being taken. Because to them, you're the strongest fucking being on the planet. You're the strongest, you're the fastest, you're the smartest. If you're doing what you're supposed to do as a parent and you're showing love. That's how they're going to look at you. So why the fuck? They looking at us like we superheroes. All right? So I ain't about to fuck up that. I ain't about to fuck up that vision just because I want to do some dumb shit. It's not smart. Remember, this is chess. It's not checkers. So when you put yourself in those type of situations and allow your children to see that type of shit happen to you, that's trauma being placed on them. See, these are the conversations these are the deeper conversations that we don't even get to because we can't even get past peoples and persons. 14th Amendment, traveling, passport. We can't even get past that part to get to the real fucking problems. The real problem. We're causing trauma to our children by moving in this type of way. It's not safe. Physically, it's not safe for them mentally. Because now, if mom or dad can be defeated, what hope do they have? So by you putting yourself in these situations, you're indirectly defeating or killing the will in your children. Whatever type of will of fire you want them to have to fuck this world up, you're killing it for them. By doing that dumb, unsafe, checker ass shit. That's just me keeping it real because I am a father. I'm not a single man. I'm a father. I have people looking up to me. I provide for. So there's a certain way I gotta move. I'm not just moving for me. Right? And that's what made our ancestors great because they didn't move in a way where it was just like, yo, I'm not moving for just me. I'm moving in a way where it will be conducive and it will work out for everyone, including me. Because niggas do want harmony. at the end of the day. Let's see. Yeah, you damn right, brother Quentin Scott. Super dads, especially the dads who's woke. Shit. Oh, brother Anu, what's going on with you? Yo, send that whenever you want, bro. Like I said, man, I ain't one of these cats that be out here hawking people down for some motherfucking notes. I don't got time or the energy for that shit. That shit ain't real. So I ain't about to be here. Hey, brother, you owe me. I told you I work with people. So whenever you feel like you ready to send that, let me know, and then we can proceed forward. It's not about me. It's about you. And that's how I am when I work with people, because you can't be stressed out and learn. You got to be in a peaceful state of mind. So I do things in a way where I don't want to cause no fucking type of stress, whether that be financial stress. You know, sometimes I'm dealing with people where they are in some financial situations, so they can't necessarily provide the funds or donate. You know what I'm saying? Utilizing fiat notes. So they can donate in different ways. We barter and trade. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it'd be more so a question of time. You know, hey, I can't do all of this at once. Can I do it? Can I do it in partial payment? Sure. Your word is your bond. And when you fuck with me, when we speak, I trust you until you give me reason to start pulling it back. But god damn it, I ain't about to pull my hair out or start sweating over notes. It's a real simple situation for that. I kind of just stopped dealing with you like that. That's it. I don't gotta catch no headaches. I don't worship money. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm here for. If I was, I'd be over here charging $2, $3, $4, $5,000 for shit that I know niggas be out here charging for. And it's cool. Everybody got their number. That's cool. I guess it might be the Libra in me, where I just see it like, yo, man, there's so many people, bro. Like, all we just need is everyone to contribute a little bit. It'll go a long way. But for some reason, that type of concept just seems crazy to the rest of the world. It seems crazy. I don't know why. I don't know why it would seem crazy to ask a population to just donate 25 cents or 50 cents. You ain't even going to think about that shit. Go about your day. But I don't know. Something about every little bit adds up doesn't really click for people. You know what I'm saying? More questions. Keep them coming. I'll do my best to answer them as best I can. I'll do my best. I would do my best. All right. My wallet. All right. About to get up into this Safeway. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it should be kind of cracking me up. Motherfuckers still out here with masks on. They set the thing now, it's like your choice. You can wear a mask if you want to. So you already know what I done decided. Boys, I think I remember like the first day I walked in, I seen somebody walking out with their mask off, and I was like, yo. I was like, immediately went to a clerk, and I was like, a cashier. I was like, yo, so what's up with the mask thing? It's an option now? Like, yeah, it's an option. Yeah, freebie! Freedom! This is how I get myself in trouble. I try to get a basket, but I ain't gonna be feeling like holding up this phone and walk around with a basket. Fuck that. No more questions? Let me see. Hold on. Said the Greyhound threatened you today? Why? What happened? If you don't mind me asking. Yeah, the donation link is in the description on this live right here. So if you go down to the description, you'll see the links to donate you'll see the PayPal link and the Cash App link, as well as the link to order the book if you haven't gotten yourself a copy already. I'm telling you, this book is gonna be a wave, y'all. I think I'm playing, man. Imagine what we could do if everybody right, like for real, like for real. If everybody right, when everybody's right, for real, what can we do? God damn. You see what little pockets of Moors can do. We can live okay. We can live fine and not be stressed out, even though we be surrounded by all this bullshit. So just imagine. You know what I'm saying? Private things are meant to be kept private until the time is right. So you know what I'm saying? For those things to be spoken of. So like I said, you can't run a government from YouTube. So don't think everything you say is what it is. Yes, sir. $ Quunel is the Cash App. Irvin, you got it? Yes, Original Records. Thank you for the support. Of course, that's the only. What other name is there to register the vehicle under? If I bring my articles of organization, all my articles of organization is going to have the name of the organization. There's no other name, unless you have a DBA. You know what I'm saying? For example, if I had Sunel Shiamuru Republic doing business as Sons of El, then it would be registered underneath Sons of El. You know what I'm saying? Because then that would be the doing business as name that would be utilized in the public. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, brother Ant. That's what I'm saying. Dre, they don't want to mess with us when we stand. But that's the thing. We got to be standing. Right now, not all of us have standing in law. That's the whole point. I'm trying to get us back to a level and position of standing. Because the level of standing is basic. There's nothing special about being at standing. But coming from where we came from, being black and all this shit, yeah, I know for me, when I came into standing, nigga, that shit was like, for me, it was like kingship. Like, yo, that's God right there, bro, standing. When I get to level of standing, and then I got to level of standing, and it's like, yo, this is regular. This is basic shit. There's nothing. This is where I'm supposed to be at. Basic. All right? So what I'm saying is we're not even at a basic standard of operation. Average. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna be black. You're gonna be lacking. You're going to be lacking. I hope you prepare for that. I'm done with that shit. Done with that shit. Hey, brother Jamal, just email me. suneluniversity@gmail.com. What you mean? We're supposed to be, so to answer your question. Sell your car to a tax-exempt account. So, okay, I can see why you're a little confused, brother Dre. So, what you're talking about is something called gifting. So gifting is tax exempt, right? Because everything is supposed to be a gift, right? No adhesions. It's supposed to be free from your heart. So a gift is what you do. For example, somebody donates a vehicle to, it will be considered a gift if you're trying to avoid the taxes. Gifting. Okay, so when we're dealing with trust, gifting is a major part of basic operations. Basic. This is not to make anyone feel bad, but we have to acknowledge that we got to get ourselves back to a basic level of standing so we can get some real things done. Because we ain't really going to get shit done like this. I ain't gonna lie, I keep an eye out, my ears out. I listen to a lot of people. Someone who's had my ear heavily lately, I ain't gonna front, has been Kwame Brown. That nigga's story is remarkable because I'm a very big NBA fanatic. So I was there watching Jordan's season, those 2 seasons in Washington Wizards. Me and my dad was lit on them seasons. Had no idea the shit that was going on in the background. So that's what made me. He's had my ear for a while, you know what I'm saying? Speaking about coding, this is some real shit. Speaking about coding, and then speaking about ownership and us having business plans and going into these, commerce. I forgot what it's called. Something of commerce. Every city, every municipality has one in there. But coming together with a business. It's like, yo, we could do all that, but damn, how much are we going to get done if we still have no standing? Ideas are great, but they're not being backed by anything solid. Because everyone's identity is out of whack. Now, he know who he is. He know who the fuck he is. That nigga Geechee. If you know anything about the Geechee, you need to do some research on the Gullah Wars. Okay? Gullah Geechee also be descendants from the French, which is also my ancestors. So on some real shit, we family. Also with the people from Louisiana, all the Creole. I'm Haitian, so Creole. That's the baseline for everyone. Creole. I go to Louisiana, Creole. I go to Alabama, Creole. I go to New Orleans, Creole. You know what I'm saying? I go to Florida, Creole. Yeah, so status and standing is everything. You have everything or you have nothing. You have everything or you have nothing. It's your choice. Any more questions? Some pretty good questions, y'all. I enjoy these Q&As. I could just answer questions. I believe somebody did ask something, though. Let me see. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Coding, positivity. That's what the fuck we need. Owning land. That nigga talking about real shit. It's not like he's talking about anything new, but it is refreshing. You know what I'm saying? To know, like, damn, that nigga intelligent as fuck. Damn. If you watch that nigga highlights and reels, that nigga was nice. Okay? The fucking Wizards sabotaged that man, bro. Fucked up what they did to him. But that nigga played his cards right. Cause that nigga is Gullah. And you ain't about to fuck, he can fuck with me, but you ain't about to fuck my family up, nigga. Alright? Straight up. So that nigga got the last laugh at the end of the day. But yeah, man, like, think about it. This is how I'm looking at the negative aspects of if we don't get our shit in proper standing. We could get into these coding classes, which we need. We need to get into these coding classes. We get into these coding classes, we start coding. What's going to be the problem? Because we have no standing, we have no intellectual property rights to the shit that we code and create. That's the shit that be making me like, ugh, great idea, but we don't even got the basic shit down pat. So yeah, we could have the coding and everything, but what good is it if we love coding? You know what I'm saying? If we can't own what we make, yo, it's like whatever we do is gonna be fucking tax. That's that's a real conversation. Real shit. It's not just children. Grown men are reading at a 4th grade level. I was reading at a fucking 4th grade level before I woke up. Like, what the fuck you mean? I ain't know shit about jurisdiction or status and none of this shit 10 years ago. Okay? I had to work. I had to work to get to this level I'm at now. It ain't even like I'm like, oh, like I'm the shit. Like I still got mad work to do. Yeah, I talk about. The work never ends. But real shit, we need to get connected. We're not connected to anything, like Kwame says. We're not connected to nothing, y'all. And that's the problem. When you have standing, that means you connected to something. That means you connect to something that's greater than yourself. Are you connected to something right now that's greater than yourself? Because that thing you should be connected to that's greater than yourself should be your indigenous community, which would be, from point number 1, your family. And if your family don't agree with what you're doing, then you came from them, but that's not really your family. You need to go out there and find your family, the people that think like you, vibe like you, and you can move. And you can move with them the way y'all know y'all need to be. That's all it is. That's all it is. But man, like, yeah, bruh, we gonna get this coding shit. But we forgetting about the important details. Intellectual property rights, man. Hey, Energy, your book just came in today. Ashallah. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy when people be like, yo, my book came in today. Like, word. That's crazy, bro. I'm so fucking, like, grateful. You already doing the name? See? You see? That's what I'm saying. You just gotta follow the book, bro. I'm the living example. So it's not a question of, I seen one of the comments, more had left. He was like, if I wanted to be scientifically correct from the last live I did, then what I would wanted to have said was that the shit worked for me. And I'm like, I didn't respond, but I'm gonna respond to it now. Love and respect to you, brother. I completely agree with what you said if that was the case for me in my particular context. See, so for me, in my context, I've been able to help Moors in other places outside of this country called the United States of America. I've been able to help Moors get their standing in Korea. I've been able to help Moors get their standing in Trinidad and Tobago. I've been able to help Moors get their standing in Jamaica. I've been able to help Moors get their standing in Canada. So that's what I mean. No, it works for everyone, no matter where you at. It don't matter what country. You just need to figure out the language of that country and what's the name of those particular processes. For example, over here it would be a name change petition. But if you were to go to Trinidad and Tobago, right? If I said name change petition, they'd be looking at me like, what the fuck you talking about? Huh? What's that? So if I was in Trinidad and Tobago, I would have to say, oh, I need to go and do a deed poll change. Then they'd be like, here's the form over here. You go through that process. Okay? So it's about language barriers. But the process, the law is universal, baby. Stop. Don't let these Moors play with you. Don't let these Moors play with you, man. And yeah, I'm helping Moors in other countries. Ask me if I'm charging them $1,500, $10,000 for status correction. Goddamn. You know, if these evil motherfuckers getting bread like that, I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I should be charging $10,000. No, the fuck I shouldn't. But it do make a nigga stand back like, wow. It's amazing how people keep getting scammed and these scammers keep getting money. But the people that are actually doing the work are always the ones saying, yo, support. If you get a chance, everything helps. But these are the niggas that's getting $10,000 for status correction? Bro, for $10,000, I could get you all of those things and some land. Registered in your trust, live your motherfucking life for $10,000. And a couple of cars. What the fuck? Got me fucked up. Got people getting gypped for 10 racks. Nigga, you getting status correction and then some. Talking about 10 racks. Does that status correction come with land, nigga? Like 2 to 3 acres, please? Minimum? if I'm gonna be paying 10 racks, the fuck? What's going on, man? I'm a real dude. I work today. I work. I work for my shit. I don't have time to fucking rob people of their shit. I'm trying to make an honest living, but goddamn, the niggas that don't live honest live pretty fucking well. That's some ass backwards shit, y'all. Real shit. Cause if the people who were really right, if the roles were switched, nigga, damn. If I had people just pulling in, just donating, dropping 10 racks for the day, son, nigga, I'm gonna go cop some land, bro. We gonna get some programs going. We gonna get, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It don't take that long to do shit. It don't. Gosh, y'all tripping. Tripping. $10,000 for status correction? And no land included? Did that come with 2 cars too? A wife, nigga? A family? A fully furnished home? The fuck? And a 2-week vacation. For 10 racks. My gosh, y'all. Like, real rap. I paid $5.90, like, I think it was like $5.90. I say somewhere between $5 to $5.50. All right, to get all my shit, not including land or a couple cars. You know what I'm saying? That was just me getting everything done as far as from my birth certificate authentication all the way up to my passport and correcting all the information. Come on now. But see, if someone was to come to me and be like, "Yo, brother, cool, how much is the book?" The book is $10,000. I would like to see how much of y'all still gonna cop that book. Yo, real rap though. I'm just keeping it funky. 10,000, damn, brother, cool. But it's worth 10,000 though. The information that's in it is worth 10,000. It ain't gonna get your life fucked up. It ain't gonna have you feeling sour afterwards like you done made an investment at 10,000 and ain't get shit back. It ain't gonna have you feeling like you took a loss. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That's crazy to me. I'm just saying though, like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's just keep it funky though. Like, there's some funky ass shit going on around these parts and people don't really speak to it. But I'm just trying to keep it funky. You got the people who are abusing the community living well, and then the motherfuckers who's trying to do for the community asking for support. Huh? Don't mind. Am I actually helping or not? Does how I give the information actually help or not? Yes or no? This is a really easy question. If it helps, support. If it don't, get the hell off. Obviously, like, why are you still here if it's not doing that for you? Yes, freedom is priceless, but not everyone is willing to put the time and the effort in to understand freedom, to be able to explain to someone how to operate and move in freedom. That shit ain't free. That cost me a lot of time and hours. That wasn't free. But see, I'm giving it to you now in a free form and fashion. But you ain't get to see the behind the curtain work. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't there for the year of depression. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't there for that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. It's like, yo, y'all supposed to respect the level of a man or a woman, bro. Like, this shit ain't easy. I mean, make it seem like it's easy, but goddamn, nigga, like, I have to go into the fucking trenches, nigga, the rabbit hole. And I ain't even speaking like it's just me. I'm speaking for myself and every other honest Moor out there who's giving right and exact information, but who's always asking for fucking support. Like, that shit's retarded. Y'all getting good, solid information that y'all can move with. Why the fuck the nigga gotta ask for support? But you got how many people who have testimonials about being scammed? That's weird to me. That's weird to me. I don't got no testimonials and no one saying that I scammed them. Writing a book is work. Shit, living your life to make to gather the experience to be able to write the book from a place of fact is fucking work. But hey, there's people out there that would tell me, yo, that's not worth $10,000. But then there's people out there that believe that status correction is worth $10,000. So, and they're not even getting the right shit. They're not even getting the right work. They're getting the retarded work. They're getting the retarded work, and it's fucking them up. Dropping 10 racks and then catching a 2-piece in the back of their head. Boop boop. You. Whoa! I thought this was supposed to help me. Or you pay 10 racks and the nigga just send you a fucking fat ass envelope full of paper. You don't know nothing. You have no idea what to do with for 10 racks. That shit don't make sense to me, B. I mentor. I lay the shit out. I display. And I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about other Moors who do the same shit. I don't need to mention names because y'all know who the fuck they are. The truth stands for itself. At this point in time, y'all know who the fuck come online to bullshit, and y'all know who the fuck come online to give you the rip. No names need to be said. You know the shit. You know the shit. But everyone likes controversy. I guess it's not controversial to be progressive. Man, I guess being progressive is boring. That's pretty sad. Striving for more is not the way to go. Settling is the shit to do, huh? That sounds like somebody who's black. Are you black? Because black is a state of mind, my niggas. It's a state of mind. I'd rather you be a niggas than a black. Because at least a niggas know who the fuck they are. Don't be lacking out here, man. I got a job because I tried to make this my full-time. That's like this shit right here. I wanted this to be my full-time. But I have children, right? I have a home to support. So it's like it wasn't cutting it. So now I started to get to a point where now me feeling free of heart to help people started to feel stressful, because now I'm starting to get concerned with I need to make a sale rather than I just need to help a person. I just need to answer these questions and then just let the shit be what it be. I like to let shit be what it be. But now I'm feeling the pressure. I need to make this sale. I need to, and then I could see myself going down that line or that path of no. I ain't gonna fuck around with that shit. Nope, before I even do that, I'm gonna go get my ass a job, nigga. I'm gonna get my job. I'll work for my shit, get my own shit. I don't need to ask nobody for shit. You know what I'm saying? As far as helping me to survive and do what I need to do to support myself and my family, I got that covered. So when I do help people, I don't feel that pressure. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm not chasing people for notes. I got my own notes. I wake my ass up in the morning every day. 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. And I take my ass to work and I go get mine. So I don't need to go and scam you for yours. What I would like, however, is the reciprocity. Like, we need to balance this shit back the fuck out. If a nigga is gonna be scamming people and he's charging $10,000 and you're not asking a nigga for no credentials, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you, and you don't like yourself. I know we are here to learn the lessons. If you made that mistake before, do not make it again. Let this be the one and last time. Do not fall for the bullshit again. I promise you, the ass whooping will be 3 times to 5 times more than the first time. Leave that bullshit alone. If a nigga can't give you receipts, go the other way. Simple. This shit ain't complicated. How much money scammers done made on people? Go honest people who are honestly trying to find the truth. And then people find ways to take advantage of that. So we need to do something where that shit start. You know how the polls done shifted? You know how the polls done shifted? We need to shift the polls of people who aren't doing shit for the community get mad support, and people who are doing shit for the community get support here and there. That shit, that poll needs to shift like a motherfucker. Because I'm telling you, all these things about, man, our community needs this and that and that and that. Bruh, the people who are ready to work, we right here. Some of us are not brave enough to come out and just post our shit online and show our face and like, hey, you know, this is me. Because you know what? From what I recall in history, niggas like me was hunted and killed because they already knew what time it was. I'm not with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Brother Glassfield, I do have a driver's license. And what about it? Does it put me in jurisdiction? No. See, a lot of people don't know the details. When you register, let me say this. When you go and get your license, for that, when you go do a name change, right? And when you go do a name change, oh shit, so right between the crack. Name change. After you have done the process of your name change, you whatever the fuck it's called, from whatever state you're in, to go and update your driver's license. There's a process that has to be followed. First of all, if you want to go update your name on the driver's license, you need to bring a copy of your court order. Now, what you're not going to know is, and the only reason why I know this is because on that fateful day, the guy who was inputting data, who was inputting my information into, inputting my data into the system, was being trained by someone. So that lady allowed me to see what she was training that, he was an Asian man. She allowed see what that Asian man was doing on the screen with my information. So I was able to get a front view of the information they require and the shit that they're punching in. I got to see with my eyes. So what you don't know is that when you do your name change petition, that file number for your name change petition, when you go and update for your state ID or license, there's a question on that where they're inputting the data that's asked for the filing number, or what is the cause of the change to the information, and then they'll have to put and then there's a box that was checked, court order, and then they inputted the filing number. So that right there let me know that, oh shit, okay. So at the time I didn't have my passport yet, so at least at that moment, at that time, I was like, okay, I'm still in a good spot. So even though I'm still using this driver's license to function, it's connected to my court order. Oh, I'm good. What they talking about? Put you in a jurisdiction. Huh? That's the shit I be talking about. That's what I be talking about, y'all. That's what I be talking about. Don't fall for the gimmicks. If they're not qualified, don't even fuck with it. Because some things, you're going to need experience to be able to figure shit out. You ain't going to figure it out in a book or in a YouTube video or even reading a document. You're literally just going to have to go out and experience life to learn the shit. And it's okay. It's okay. It's not a big deal. But, wow, been over here for an hour 45. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all always cool. Y'all always cool. Y'all always show love, man. Thank y'all. It's been about an hour and change, right? 1.75 hours. Appreciate you. I am putting work in mentally and physically. Thank you very kindly. Shit. I ain't trying to be in a state where I gotta get ready when it's time. 'Cause I could smell it in the air. I can smell the civil unrest in the air. So it's just my mindset right now. So yeah, appreciate everyone for the support. I'm about to get out of here. Just get at me. SunoUniversity@gmail.com. What more can I say? Peace. Holla at y'all. Be safe, be still, and be your goddamn self. One love.